Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today we're learning the word
Reise.
Hi Alex.
Reise.
What does that mean?
Reise.
means trip or journey in English. It's a noun, and the most common usage is when talking about traveling. Just be careful because it sounds a bit like the English word reise, which means something completely different.
That's interesting. So how do I use
Reise.
in a sentence?
You would say,
Die Reise.
for the trip. It's feminine, and the plural is.
Reisen.
So, if I wanted to say I am going on a trip, I would say.
Ich mache eine Reise.
In the past tense, you could say.
Ich machte eine Reise.
Or use the perfect tense.
Ich habe eine Reise gemacht.
Ich habe eine Reise gemacht.
Means I have made a trip.
Exactly. And for the imperative, if you wanted to suggest someone to go on a trip, you could say.
Mach eine Reise.
That's really helpful. Where does the word
Reise.
come from?
Reise.
Comes from the old High German word,
RSA.
which means to ride or to traverse. It has evolved over time to represent the act of traveling or journeying. Isn't it fascinating how words can change meaning?
Yes, I love that. It gives the word more depth.
Now, let's break down.
Reise.
It's a simple word without a prefix or suffix. The root is,
Reise.
so there's no Lego-like construction here.
That makes it easier to remember.
Yes, it does. But if we were to look at similar words, we could consider,
Reisebüro.
which means travel agency. Here
Büro.
is the head noun, making the compound feminine as well. The last part dictates the gender.
That's a neat way to look at it.
Let's explore some similar words. For example, you have,
Reisepass.
which means passport. The idea is that it's a document for your travels. Then there's,
Reisezeit.
meaning travel time.
What else?
You might also find,
Reiseschreibmaschine.
which means travel typewriter, not very common today. And then there's,
Reisegruppe.
which means travel group.
I see how they all connect.
Exactly. We could also mention,
Abreise.
which means departure, and
Anreise.
Meaning arrival.
That's a lot of related words.
Now let's practice using
Reise.
in real-life situations. Imagine you're at a travel agency. You could start with
Ich möchte eine Reise buchen.
Ich möchte eine Reise buchen.
Means I would like to book a trip.
right. Now, another situation could be at a hotel. You might say,
Ich habe eine Reise gemacht und möchte ein Zimmer reservieren.
So that means I have made a trip and would like to reserve a room.
perfect. One last situation could be when talking to friends. You could say,
Ich plane eine Reise nach Deutschland.
Ich plane eine Reise nach Deutschland.
Means I am planning a trip to Germany.
yes, you've got it.
How can I remember that?
Reise.
Is feminine.
A good hint is that it ends in, which is common for feminine nouns. You can also visualize a suitcase, as it's often associated with travel.
That's a vivid image.
When using,
Reise.
it's generally informal, but can be used in formal contexts as well. Common phrases include
Eine Reise machen. Eine Reise planen.
and.
Auf Reisen gehen.
Just remember not to confuse it with,
Reise.
which means to travel in the verb form.
I see how that could be tricky.
Now let's look at some full sentences. For example,
Ich habe eine lange Reise gemacht.
means I took a long trip. Or you might say,
Wir reisen im Sommer.
which translates to we are traveling in the summer.
That's useful.
Another one is,
Wo ist deine letzte Reise gewesen?
meaning where has your last trip been? And you could also say,
Hat eine Reise nach Paris gemacht.
which means he took a trip to Paris.
This is great practice. What about some more?
Okay.
Die Reise war sehr schön.
Means the trip was very nice. And
Ich freue mich auf meine nächste Reise.
translates to I am looking forward to my next trip.
Got it.
Let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of?
Reise.
It's feminine.
Great. What is the plural form of?
Reise.
It's
Reisen.
Correct. Can you give me an example of?
Reise.
In a sentence.
Ich mache eine Reise nach Spanien.
Perfect. Now, what does
Anreise.
mean?
It means arrival.
Exactly. And can you tell me one similar word?
How about
Reisepass.
That's right. You're doing fantastic. To wrap it up, today we learned about the word
Reise.
meaning trip or journey, its feminine gender, and how to use it in various contexts.
I really enjoyed learning about it. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome, Sam. Keep practicing, and soon it will be second nature.